Hi, 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 here from 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗡. Just a quick channel update for you. We're going to be embarking on a journey into the Kings of War universe with Mantic Games. This will be done as a tale of 6 gamers, allowing us to showcase what our Studio Skulls team can achieve. We'll be putting regular updates onto our channels, hopefully every week, so please keep checking back for new updates and videos as we progress. This also coincides with me forming the Skulls demo team. This team will go out to local and national events and demonstrate games and do painting demos, etc. So more updates in the future to let you know when we will be attending and what we will be attending. So next up, let me introduce you to the team.
Hi, I'm David. I'm part of the Iron Skull demos team. I've got my own channel, Wargaming Old Guys. I was drawn to this project mainly because I love other mass ranked fantasy battles, and I thought I'd try something different, something that is current, up to date, quick, easy, and just the whole backstory is so engrossing. It's brilliant. So I've been gaming for up to nearly 20 years. I've got lots of gaming behind me. I do fantasy, I do science fiction, and I really enjoy the social aspect of it and just playing the games.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm also part of the Skulls demo team, and I'm also part of the Skulls studio. I've got my own channel, Palette of War. The links will be in descriptions for all the channels and social media. But yeah, I was drawn to Kings of War because I love fantasy, anything on them lines. The lore and the fluff of it is brilliant. The gameplay is smooth, fast and easy and non-complicated. Really enjoyable game, and the ambush scenarios is perfect for getting started in games like this. And I'm just excited to see where this little project is going to lead for this group. So yeah, all exciting.
Hi, I'm Chris, part of the Iron Skull demo team. I've been gaming for over 20 years, played various fantasy and sci-fi in that time. Kings of War has always been on my periphery as something that's slightly different to the normal when it comes to fantasy settings. So I delved into this wholeheartedly, and yeah, looking forward to seeing where it goes.
Hey guys, I'm Liam. I've been playing for about 14 years odd now. I tried Kings of War a couple of years back before the pandemic, but never got a chance to properly play it full time. So I'm looking forward to playing this now. I'm a big fan of fantasy-based games, and I'm looking forward to getting a full army painted up and playing some games.
Hi everybody, I'm John, also a member of the Iron Skull demo team, and also the token American on the team, so there's that. I've been involved in the hobby for off and on for like about 25 years, good God. And mostly the last few years has been like, I said, mostly sci-fi stuff. I've been trying to get more back into fantasy and painting fantasy models. And Kings of War has been one of those I've looked at for a while, just to get back into the good old-fashioned rank and flank that not a lot of systems are offering anymore. So now with this crew of lunatics, I'm just looking forward to getting some games in and giving it a shot and seeing where this goes.
Now, before we continue, now you probably realise this is going to be a tale of 6 gamers. For those of you who can count, which is hopefully lots of you, there's only 5 here. Now, our 6th person has been attacked by goblins on the way to the filming and has ended up incapacitated. So he is Dave Barfield. He is runs Iron Skull Gaming as a channel on YouTube. I believe he's on Twitter as well. I believe. Yeah. So he's got multiple platforms. So he'll be linking his putting his links in the description below for your viewing pleasure.
All hail to the head skull.
Thank you guys, that's a great intro, and yes, I was waylaid by goblins and I had to defend myself. However, I took injury and hence I couldn't be at the meet with the rest of the guys. I am Dave, aka 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 from Iron Skull Gaming. We are embarking on a journey with Kings of War. I have been in the hobby now for 34 years, worked for major companies over those years as well, and I've always wanted to do Kings of War. Fantasy games are one of the things that I really truly enjoy, and being given the chance by Mantic to try out Ambush and to then go to the Sci-Fi and Fantasy Con on the 18th of February is something I'm really excited to be doing. So as the guys say, links to the social media channels will be in the description, as well as information of the Sci-Fi and Fantasy Con. And remember to keep checking out our videos, because every week we aim to get a new video up and ready for you to view on our progress with our Tale of Six Gamers.
Okay, now we've come to say actually what we're doing. That's better. What we're doing. Now, we're doing Ambush, which is obviously from the Kings of War book. It's 905, isn't it? Yes. So we're going to be doing small units, because I don't think you have anything over a regiment size.
No, only one have special characters.
No hordes. Only one of each character. Maximum of, I believe, it's one Titan, one monster, and one war machine per list.
Yeah.
So it's pretty limited. Well, I say one of the big things that we're doing is starting from scratch. We mentioned before that you can use obviously use other miniatures. It's a pretty miniatures agnostic game. Some of us still have old square-based stuff, but we decided for this project, we're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Absolute zero.
Except on the level playing field.
Exactly.
0 to 995, and you'll see everything we paint along the way.
Yeah. So we're planning on having elements done and completed, and there'll be regular updates with our progress from nothing to the 995 point, and it all comes down to the target of Burton-on-Trent Sci-Fi Con, which is in
February 18th.
February 18th. So
We'll be demoing the games.
we'll be demoing these games there as well. So come down and have a look, and you'll be able to see all the models and our tables. We're getting some terrain printed for some 3x3 tables as well.
So the other thing too with our week-to-week videos is one, just to show you guys the viewers come, but also to keep all of us motivated. Yeah, everybody is trying to keep up with. We've got very reasonable goals. I think they're pretty reasonable. We're not trying to kill ourselves here, guys. Like it's a lot of work getting this done, as anyone who's ever been in this hobby knows. But the whole idea behind sort of showing off a new element every week or so is give you guys something to see, but also to keep all of us motivated, keep us going, so that when we're at 995, everyone's putting down something that is done to the best of their ability, based, and going to look gorgeous for the con on February 18th.
Got a variety of different painting levels and different hobby levels. Yeah. So trying to keep it so that everyone's got something they can get done in time. And I think we're all pretty much looking forward to getting it done, and we're on the way.
So I'm looking forward to it.
We are a group of gamers that have come together to have fun, play games, and basically show our experiences. Now, in this case, we've chosen Kings of War. Now, the real question is, in this case, what is Kings of War? Because there are some people out there who don't know what Kings of War is. And we've just come up and said, yeah, we're going to do Kings of War, Tale of Six Gamers. We've mentioned it's a fantasy battle. We've mentioned bits and bobs, but if we were to describe it to other people, what is Kings of War?
Well, so the traditional name for a lot of these games has become rank and flank, primarily because it's a game of massed battles. And what I mean by that is not just little infantry units moving around. It is bricks of ranked infantry that you would have seen primarily back as far as even the Greeks of the Roman Empire. And what these games try to simulate is what a battle like that would look like.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned Greeks and things like that, but there's also a fantasy element to it as well, isn't it? It's not
Lots of variety of armies.
Yeah, lots of variety of armies. There are human lists in there. There is the basic human list, which covers it's kind of like the everything else faction.
You might as well just take a look and do a quick count. It's going to take me a minute. So if you guys have anything to say,
it's 12.
I think 12 is optimistically small.
But they go from, say, the humans to the halflings, and then you've got
variety of undead, variety of elementals.
You've got orcs and you've got
goblins, of course.
Yeah, goblins
the
and
standard fancy.
Yeah.
Orcs, elves, dwarves.
So, counting sub-factions, 27.
So
Take that, everyone else's miniature game company. 27 factions hiding in this thing. That's a lot for 6 of us to cover, which thankfully we're not crazy enough to actually try. But shouldn't stop you from going that direction.
So Kings of War is like a quick recap. It's a rank and flank, lots of variety, lots of things you can do with it. But I think the reason we're going for it this time is the addition of the ambush fools. Because Mantic, Kings of War is produced by Mantic, by the way. Their website will be linked in the description below. Have released, if you can see that, have released a new rule book. We've got the old rule book there. The red one is the new one. The red one includes all the FAQs, all the updates on Clash of Kings up until this point, which is it was October, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Up until October 2022. But they brought out the ambush, didn't they?
Yes.
And I think that as a whole, we were very excited about the ambush and the fact that it's smaller points, it's sub 1,000 points.
There's no need to try and get up to that 2,300 points. There's a lot to get through. You get to have a much smaller army, much easier to engage into the game.
It also brings that more skirmishy feel to the game, which a lot of games that are coming out these days actually are basically skirmish games. So it's tying into anyone who wants the idea of a mass fantasy battle without actually having to have a mass fantasy battle.
Or the space to play a mass fantasy battle as well. So
or
3x3 rather than a 6x4.
Or just stuff.
Yeah, it just opens it up to people that can't afford to go out and buy a 2,500 point army list in one go. Yep. You can build it slow, and ambush works perfectly for that.
Yeah, it's one of the constant troubles with a lot of these large army, tabletop games. Is you look at it and go, "Oh man, I've got to buy and paint, and build how many thousands of points?" And some people just go, that's too much. But with this, 750 points, you can play this game, ambush with 200. I mean, of course, it's one unit, but hey, you can do it. But 750 points can be done pretty quickly. And that's one of the nice things. There actually is no point minimum on ambush. So you could play it with 2 models, you can play it with 20 models, 40, 50. About 50 is where it probably caps off, I'd say.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to get into the game. You can get a couple regiment boxes or one of the regular army sets. As soon as that's built and painted, bam, you're ready to go.
The other advantage is as well, you're not restricted to Mantic models. If you've already got fantasy models, if they're on a square base and they fit the base sizes, you're good to play.
Yeah.
So those people that played old fantasy, that have got armies collecting dust, they can dust them off, pick the book up, and you're off.
But that's probably a topic for a later video.
Well, that's later.
One day we'll get our how to turn a fantasy army into a Mantic army, but
it just makes it accessible to people that have already got armies.